Right, so this week we're going to be talking about money, specifically moving on to using the euro sign here, euro sign, and introducing decimal points. So the euro sign can be written as a C with 2 lines, or sometimes it can be a C with 1 line, and the decimal point or decimal points can be either 1 or 2, like a colon. So this here we have €1 and 36 cents. You can see the euros to the left of the decimal point, and you can see the cent to the right of the decimal point. 100 cent is equal to €1. 100 cent is equal to €1. 101 cent is equal to €1, decimal point 01, because it's 1 cent. So basically it's like if you're looking at, it's like looking at this part here. So we'll say 156 cent. All you need to do is cross out the cent. We don't need the cent anymore. Put in our decimal point or decimal points and add in the euro. So now we have €1 and 56 cent. So I've just used a few of my own little bits of monies at home, and what we're going to do is we're going to count it up. We're going to write the figure in cent and also in euro using the euro sign with decimal points. So counting up here, we have 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 is 80, 20, 40, 60, 80. Plus 10 is 90, plus 5 is 95. So we're not quite up to a euro. So we just write down, we're just going to write down 95 cent. 95 cent. And if we're writing it in euro, we write euro sign. We've no euros because it's less than 100. 95. Okay, I hope this one makes sense. So here we have a €2 coin and a 50 cent coin. We always start with our bigger number. So €2 is 200 cent plus 50 cent. So if we're writing that in cent, we're writing 250 cent. And to convert it into euro, we do a euro sign, 2 decimal point 50. And remember not to include the cent. And when we're totting up money, the best would be to start with the larger denomination of coins. So that's 2 is bigger. €2 plus 50 cent. Now starting with the largest denomination, that's €1. 1 plus 50 is 150. Plus 10 is 160. Plus 2 is 162. 162 cent. Convert that into euro. Euro sign. There's 100, so there's €1. Decimal point or 0.62. And remember, do not include the cent sign this time. I'm going to give you a second there to tot this up yourself mentally in your head. Always starting with the larger denomination. So we have 50 plus 5 is 55, plus 5 is 60, plus 5 is 65, and 2 is 67. 67 cent. 67 cent. As written as euros, we don't have more than 100, so we have no euros, and 67. And remember not to include the cent sign at the end. So 50 and 50 plus 20 is 70, plus 20 is 90, plus 10 is 100. 100 cent is equal to €1. So it's 100 cent on the button, which translates into, or it can be also written as 1 decimal point 00, leaving out the cent. Now this one now is one that can cause a little bit of trouble. Just be very careful. You have €1, which is the same as 100 cent plus 2 cent. 100 plus 2 is 102. That can get tricky for people. 102 cent. 100, 2 together, 100 plus 2, 102. We're talking about cents. And that translates into euro sign 102. That could be one now that might be tricky. Now this will be my last one of these. We're counting up, starting with the largest denomination. There's 5 of them. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 plus 10. 110 cent is equal to euro sign 110. Right, so we're just going to look at the page in your book. I can't see the page, what exact page it is, and we're going to skip on to B. Write these amount in cent. €1.85. I'm going to make that grand and big there now so you'll be able to see it. €1.85 written as cent is 185 cent. €1.69 is 160. Excuse me, it's difficult to write with this 9 cent. Those kind of ones are easy enough. It gets a little bit trickier when we go to these ones that are less than 100. So €0.74 is just 74 cent. 74 cent. €2 on the button is 200 cent. Sure, I'm sorry, I'm after including the C there and I hadn't seen it in the book. Colour those ones out. Cent. Don't need the cent there. Right. €1.32 is equal to 132 cent. Little bit trickier. €0, 0 tens, 8 units. That's just a very simple 8 cent. €1.43, 143. €1.51, 151 cent. Now, I'd like you to start and do those yourself. Don't copy the answer. See, can you do it independently before we move on to C? Now for C there, I'm going to just do 1 to 4 in it and we can finish the rest ourselves. So 14 cent written in euros would be, it's less than 100, so sorry about the crookedness, doesn't really matter. 14 cent would be €0, decimal point 14. 157 cent, that's a grand and simple one, 57. 42 cent would be, it's less than 100, 0, 47, that's, sorry, 47. It's tricky to write in this. 74 cent would be €0, less than 100, 74. And I'm going to get you to finish that yourselves, the rest of those. 129 cent, what's that? In euro, 1 cent, that could be a little bit tricky. 200 cent, 108 cent. And then let's look at D. How much? Answer the questions. How much money is Jane? How much money is Mark? How much money is Kate? They're simple enough. And you should just make sure that you're always starting with the larger denomination of coin. So how much is Jane? They're starting with 50. 50 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. How much is Mark? 20 plus 5 plus 1. How much is Kate? 50 plus 20 plus 2 plus 1. How much less than Kate? These are just a little bit of takeaway. If Mark spends 7 cent, how much will he have left? Have a little look through those yourself.